Hello everyone, this is M. Hasan Laskar and you are watching my YouTube channel Sociology for Life. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to those who have already subscribed my channel. I request all the audience that please do subscribe, like and share my channel. And don't forget to click the bell icon. Hello everyone. In today's video, we will discuss about a structuralism perspective in sociology. Basically, this structuralism is not similar to structural functionalism. It often creates confusion that structuralism may be similar to structural functionalism, but the structuralism is completely different from structural functionalism. Structural functionalism was based on the societal structures and systems of the society, but structuralism is based on the linguistic system. So here in this video we will discuss about the structuralism and its contribution in the sociology. Basically, it's a radical shift. Structuralism can be considered as a radical shift in the sociology, since it considered the linguistic system as the part and parcel of the social structure of the society. Structuralism is also considered as the reworking over the Marx and Sigmund Freud's idea of the unconscious mind, unconscious forces behind the activities of the peoples or individuals in the society. So basically, Karl Marx, who considered ideology as the unconscious forces, and Sigmund Freud considered that the part of the mind is unconscious and which leads to the conscious activities of the people. That is, individual's mind has unconscious part in it, and this unconscious part leads to the conscious activities of the people. So both the scholars, both the sociologists who developed this idea, and structuralism develops the approach of understanding society from these Marx and Sigmund Freud's idea of unconscious forces. Structuralism took the linguistic turn because of the renowned linguist Ferdinand de Saussure, who applied the structural linguistic in understanding the social structure of the society. And the Saussure took the idea of Emile Durkheim's concept of collective conscience. Ferdinand de Saussure shifted the attention from individual language to that of the groups or the collectivities. That is, Ferdinand de Saussure, with the help of Emile Durkheim's idea of collective conscience, tried to understand the language of the collection, language of the collectivities of the group, not the individual language behavior. Ferdinand de Saussure divided the language into two parts, langue and parole. Langue means the formal structure of the language or a general structure of the language. There is grammatical part of the language, and parole means actual speech act. So he tried to describe how langue determines the parole, that is, how the structure of the language determines the actual speech act. He also considered that language is the system of signs, and each sign can be understood in relation to other signs. Here he gave the example that any word can be understood because of its binary opposition. For example, the man can be understood because of its binary opposite word of woman. Male can be understood because of its opposite word, the female. In this way, each and every the word has its opposite, binary opposite word. Following Durkheim, Saussure considered language as the social fact. That means language is external to individual, and language, there is structure of the language which maintains a general structure of the society, a uniform structure of the society that determines the speech act of the individual. So, the speech act is dependent on the language. But again, Saussure also argued that individuals do not use the language consciously. Individuals' mind automatically use the order of the language, that is language, during their speech act. So, it is the unconscious forces which the language uses, which the unconscious forces language exercises over the speech act of the individual. Ferdinand de Saussure further extended his approach of linguistic structuralism by giving the idea of semiology or semiotic, that is the understanding of the signs and symbols. And in idea of semiology, all the other sign systems of the society, for example, the body gesture, food, culture, the style, architecture, everything got involved and everything got included, embraced. So, he understood the society in term of the various symbols and the interaction and interdependence of various symbols and how individuals understand these symbols. Saussure's idea of semiology includes the understanding of the signifier and signified. So, Saussure tried to understand how the signifier and signified has a relationship, that is how signifier and signified maintains the relationship and individuals understand because of the signifier and signified the link up. So, here I will give an example of signifier and signified, then it will be more clear. The example of signifier is the word dog, and the signified is the concept of dog, that is the animal dog. The word is just a signifier. The word dog do not have any intrinsic element called dog, but it's just a signifier, and signified is the concept of dog. So, individual understand the concept of dog because of the signifier. So, both the signifier and signified is important in the society. Now, this individuals understand unconsciously. So, ultimately the structure of the language which gives a sense to the word a dog and makes it a signifier of the concept dog, and that is how it constrains individuals' actions and everyday speech act. In this way, we will discuss